with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Here comes Nelson. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Lynch. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Justin Hardy deep for Atlanta. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be taken at the 10. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now it's Ryan. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. He got 29 yards that time.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. actually remember cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. 21. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. For the Oakland Raiders, quite a season that just passed, and not in a great way. 4-12 in John Gruden's return as a head coach. You look forward to the offseason. You know, questions about where they're going to play next year while they transition to Vegas, but they've obviously got other questions as well.
They do, and a lot of that centers in how are they going to put together this team now, because they dismantled it in a sense. How do they put it back together? Brand new general manager coming on board. John Gruden still has the heavy influence, but they'll start with 3 first-round picks in April's draft, including number 4 overall. A reason for optimism as they make their move to Las Vegas in 2020.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive linemen, the center and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Gun! Get up! Wait! Okay, south! Get on, Hunt!
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 51 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brooks Reed coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Now, you lady, express. Hey, 734.
Shotgun now for Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bruce Irvin in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now. Third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Yeah, y'all let him go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead.
Oh, come on.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
Kidding me.
He missed on his first three passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion.
This is his first quarter, motherfucker.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders.
That was some bullshit. They gave you some shit in.
This offense
finding its legs now.
Here's another first and 10. Carr now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll dump it off, complete to Lynch. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Now Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
He's scared.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
He's scared.
Carr now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Lynch running the counter. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Carr throwing on second down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 18. Here's Ryan to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Gun. Go.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down.
Oh my gosh.
Down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready. Back 25. Wait. Get out, Hunt.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to it, and he can't
Come on
get
and
it.
block.
He's taken down.
Block.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Still going. They can't stop him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1 minute, 53 ticks left to go in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On 1st down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 28 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Carr to throw on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Flushed out right. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a 9-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Throwing again. Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And his kick is right through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Carr now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. 7:34. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
See the goal there.
It's caught inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
What are we doing?
As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Carr. And it's caught. Lawrence has it for a Raider touchdown. Seth Roberts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Carlson now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Here now come the Falcons. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now due to a pair of time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They toss to Freeman. Pretty move. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's go.
Now Ryan on second down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan.
Oh.
Pass incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Flush to his right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
Oh, motherfucker.
Picked off inside the 10. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Going deep here for Bryant. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
7:34.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Going deep here for Bryant. And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over him. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr.
Good play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jared Cook from 13 yards out. And the Raiders are back within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Carlson now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Falcons. As his guys are in for 6, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just Here's Bosher to kick it away. Here comes Nelson. A nice little juke. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Carr. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Finds Roberts.
What we doing now?
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Again, it's Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right. He's got it in, complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Ryan on 1st down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man.
Too late, bro.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu from 21 yards away. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Here comes Nelson. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they...
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Tech McKinley, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, here's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Going deep here for Bryant. And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant, and the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield.
I got to be to work at 2:30.
The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times
base,
since
Pax River
1960.
Naval Base.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have
it's
a
in Maryland.
game.
Well,
doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad
my
career,
site is in Maryland.
But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
That shit was nasty right there, though.
34 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Ready! Back 25!
On second down, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw again is Ryan. Steps away to his left. As he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it'll be intercepted.
You got it.
Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback.
First you would
got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion.
You was all turned around.
Hot, square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his
that's a
left.
pig.
Caught by Nelson left side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
6:37.
Carr now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead.
All the way down
As they
here.
get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Oh, you gonna throw me a pick? That's what you gonna do.
Good plays have them on the move on first down.
That won't gonna happen. You gonna throw me a motherfucking pick? It won't happen.
Carr now on first down.
Oh yeah, they try to playmaker and shit.
Let's see who this is on.
Trying to playmake. Trying to playmaker and shit. That's what you get.
You are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle.
That's what you get for trying to playmake and shit.
To throw, it's Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever. Now Carr again. Forced out to his left. And Cook has it left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And he finds Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out.
No, we
bringing
having
on
that
the
shit
receivers, let
now.
them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Smoothly. All of a sudden, it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is Carr. Touchdown, Raiders. Martavis Bryant, 26 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Looking downfield for Jones. And this will be caught before taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I get back here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late. Not necessary. But this is important, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guy